I'm the chief of party for the USDA-funded program dubbed the Trade of Agriculture Safely and Efficiently in East Africa. My name is Martha Byanyima. Behind this initiative is reforms, is capacity development, is building competence in the East African community so that we are able to trade more between ourselves and that we build a very competitive trade bloc in the East African community that can participate competitively in the international trading system. The East African community, as you know, is the fastest growing regional economic community and one of the building blocks of the African Continental Free Trade Area. As a common market, one of the things they do is to have harmonized policies and regulations. In our work, we help the East African Community Partner States to domesticate those commitments they've made under the Sanitary and Phytosanitary Protocol. Considering also that 70 to 80% of the non-tariff barriers or the trade barriers in the East African Community Common Market are contributed by regulations on food safety, plant or animal health, we, through domestication, create a more harmonized system that's free of non-tariff barriers and friendly to businesses. So by doing that, we are actually reducing the cost of transacting business in the East African Community Market and benefit the traders and exporters in the East African community. One of the challenges we find is that these partner states, although they make common commitments, they are at varying stages of development, particularly in their sanitary and phytosanitary systems. So the countries which have stronger systems find it difficult to trade with countries that have weaker systems. Their ability to build appropriate capacity depends on their human resource, on their technical resources, and their scientific capacities. In that sense, we find we have harmonized policies and regulations, but we don't have harmonized competencies. So the way we go about it, one, is to make sure that we have the evidence. We put evidence before their countries, and we are able to demonstrate that by carrying out these reforms, you'll be able to increase your export revenue by this much. We've quite a number of analytical studies we've done in the past with partners, development partners like the Standards and Trade Development Facility, which have generated this evidence, and we use it in our advocacy. The other thing we also do is that we ensure that everything we do, it has the highest level of attention by the government. Laboratories or sanitary and phytosanitary laboratories that do diagnostics for plant health, animal health, and food safety have an important role to play in trade facilitation and also in this public health. They also play an important role in generating analytical data that contributes to the science that underpins the regulations that we put in place to protect our plant health, animal health or human health. We work with the laboratories that are designated as reference labs in the partner states to ensure that they produce credible data. Because we find that one of the things that contributes to trade barriers and contributes to rejection of consignments within the East African community in the common market and even internationally is because these certificates of analysis are not trusted, the analytical data is not accurate. Many times consignments are rejected when they are sampled abroad in international markets and they are found not to be compliant, exceeding the regulatory limits that have been agreed in international standards. We support them in a way that they are able to assess their performance and identify capacity gaps through root cause analysis and systematically work on those capacity gaps to ensure that the results analytical data they are generating is credible and can be used both to support domestic policies on biosecurity, but also support trade facilitation, particularly exports.